The life and sad ending of Linda Ronstadt. Linda Ronstadt was born Linda Maria Ronstadt on July 15, 1946, in Tucson, Arizona, U.S. Going along with the years of reincarnation, going through the hard days and all that getting old is loneliness. Linda Ronstadt dances to the beat of her own drum. That's why she never walked down the aisle with any of her former loves. The iconic singer's dating history includes famous men like Aaron Neville, George Lucas, and Jim Carrey, but she never got to the point where she was ready to get married to any of them. "I have no talent for marriage. Not a shred," Linda told. "I don't like to compromise. If I want a pink sofa and somebody doesn't want a pink sofa, I'm not going to go for that. I want a pink sofa." Even though she never exchanged vows with her past loves, Linda didn't let that stop her from becoming the loving mom of her 2 kids. The "When Will I Be Loved" singer adopted her eldest daughter, Mary, in December 1990, followed by the adoption of her son, Carlos, in 1994. Ronstadt started her music career in the 1960s, first in a folk trio with her siblings Peter and Gretchen. They played various small venues around town in Tucson. Then, in 1964, Ronstadt left college after only spending a semester at Arizona State University, and she moved to Los Angeles, California. There, she partnered up with her friend Bobby Kimmel and his friend Kenny Edwards, and the 3 of them formed the trio the Stone Ponies. Ronstadt served as the lead singer, and they were signed to Capitol Records in 1966. In 1969, Ronstadt went solo and released what is considered the first alternative record by a female artist, Hand Sewn. Homegrown. She continued to develop her reputation in California's emerging folk rock and country rock scenes during the late 1960s and early 1970s and toured with famous musicians like The Doors and Neil Young. The popularity of her albums in the 1970s, such as Heart Like a Wheel, Simple Dreams, and Living in the USA, helped establish her as one of the first female rock stars, and she was often referred to as the Queen of Rock or the First Lady of Rock. In addition to her music and sound, Ronstadt was equally famous for her rock and roll image. She graced the covers of publications like Rolling Stone, Newsweek, and Time multiple times. During the 1980s she did not slow down, and her albums Mad Love, What's New, Canciones de Mi Padre, and Cry Like a Rainstorm, Howl Like the Wind, were all certified multi-platinum. Was nominated for Broadway's 1981 Tony Award as Best Actress for The Pirates of Penzance, a role she recreated in the film version of the same title, The Pirates of Penzance 1983. Over the course of her long and illustrious music career, Ronstadt has worked with countless artists such as Bette Midler, Frank Zappa, Dolly Parton, Neil Young, and Johnny Cash, to name just a few. She has been featured on more than 120 albums. Selling more than 100 million records has made her one of the best-selling artists of all time. She over 30 studio albums have contained 38 singles on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. While she has had 10 top 10 hits, her only #1 single was You're No Good. But, most of her records are either certified gold, platinum, or multi-platinum, an impressive feat. Ronstadt released her last full-length album in 2004, performed her last live concert in 2009, and announced her retirement from music in 2011. She was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2014. In 2011, she received the Latin Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, and in 2016, she received the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Linda Ronstadt ranked 21 on VH1's 100 Greatest Women of Rock and Roll. Other projects. Outside of music, some of Ronstadt's pursuits include writing and acting. In 2013, she released her autobiography, titled Simple Dreams, a musical memoir. It was published by Simon & Schuster. There is a Spanish version of the book as well, Sueños Sencillos, Memorias Musicales. In addition to her many television appearances as herself, on shows like Saturday Night Live, Playboy After Dark, The Muppet Show, and The Simpsons, Ronstadt has also dabbled in musicals. She played the part of Mabel Stanley in the television film version of The Pirates of Penzance in 1980. She went on to reprise this role in a Broadway production of the show, for which she was nominated for a Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical. Then, she once again played Mabel Stanley in the feature film version of The Pirates of Penzance alongside Kevin Kline and Angela Lansbury, for which she was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress, Motion Picture Musical or Comedy. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on April 10, 2014. Big league ballplayers have an expression for an unhittable fastball. They call it a Linda Ronstadt since the pitch blew by you, a play on words referring to her hit, Blue Bayou. Now that she's a single lady in her 70s, Linda focuses her time on her beloved children and career. Despite her longtime battle with progressive supranuclear palsy, the Grammy Award winner said music will always be essential in her life. It was announced that she could no longer sing due to Parkinson's disease in 2013, which resulted in a loss of muscular control. This diagnosis was later reversed in 2019, and she was diagnosed with progressive supranuclear palsy. The reason behind the misdiagnosis is that Parkinson's and progressive supranuclear palsy show many similar symptoms. Linda previously owned an impressive oceanfront mansion in Malibu which she definitely should have held onto because decades later an owner sold it for $16 million. Today Linda maintains homes in San Francisco and Tucson. Her classic standout personal quote is, "The thing I like about singing duets is that I get things out of my voice I never get singing by myself. The thing you have to be prepared for is that other people don't always dream your dream. Art is for healing ourselves, and everybody needs their own personal art to heal up their problems. I miss singing every day. I can't sing anymore. My voice doesn't work. I have Parkinson's disease, and it sometimes takes my words away from me. I wanted to sing when I was little. That's what I liked doing. It didn't occur to me that you became famous or anything like that." Parkinson's is very hard to diagnose. So when I finally went to a neurologist, and he said, "Oh, you have Parkinson's disease," I was completely shocked. I am your basic atheist that believes in maybe. I am a spiritual atheist. I had a galvanized voice. I could sing through a 105 fever or the flu or a root canal or anything that you could throw at me. I had a lot of chances to do things that other people don't ever get, and I have to be content with that. I have to look around for some other way to make myself useful. The smell of the carpet in a hotel room is the same everywhere. Having children makes you see the world in a completely different way. When you're responsible for those little lives, you can't slough it off or forget about it until later. You don't want people who have never had to deal with adversity. You want people who have been able to deal successfully with adversity. That's what adds to society. Those are going to be the hardest working, best people. You don't forget you have Parkinson's disease, believe me, especially in the shower. If you are not paying attention, you fall down. You have the United States, and you have Mexico, and then you have this Mexican-American thing which is this third culture, which I like to call Aztlan. I didn't know why I couldn't sing. All I knew was that it was muscular or mechanical. Then, when I was diagnosed with Parkinson's, I was finally given the reason. I now understand that no one can sing with Parkinson's disease. No matter how hard you try. And in my case, I can't sing a note. I can't really walk well. The muscles don't get the electronic signals from my brain, not that there's anything wrong with the muscles themselves. It's just my brain. 98% of the singing I did was private singing. It was in the shower, at the dishwasher, driving my car, singing with the radio, whatever. I can't do any of that now. I wish I could. I don't miss performing, particularly, but I miss singing. As I got older, I got Parkinson's disease, so I couldn't sing at all. That's what happened to me. I was singing at my best strength when I developed Parkinson's. I think I've had it for quite a while. I always say if music can't make you cry, you're a hopeless case. I don't cry very much myself, but it's my job to make you cry. The music that I chose during my life wasn't arbitrary. It was all in my family home when I was growing up. I never tried to record anything I hadn't heard before the age of 10. Otherwise, I couldn't do it authentically. I've never been happy with the quality of my work. I always felt as though my musicianship was lacking and that I should have worked harder at it when I was younger. As I sang and sang, I improved. Songwriting wasn't my gift. I think you have to cultivate a gift. You have to practice and develop craft around your gift so that you can execute it in more convenient, efficient ways. I've been lucky in my life to work with people who I consider master singers. I never thought of myself as a rock singer. I was interested in songs like Heart Like a Wheel, and I liked the others for about 15 minutes. I didn't think I was a famous singer. I didn't think I was a star or that I could make the waters part. Just that singing was what I was going to do. I admire people's marriages, and I think it's a wonderful thing to have, but I don't think it's the only way to live. I think there are many ways to live and in many ways to establish intimate support in your life that can be from family or friends or great roommates that you like. We often search back for old memories, memories that will accompany us all through the time of life. I always miss her. Many people ask forever how far. I don't know. Memories will be imprinted on the subconscious of fans, and in this video, it will be a living testament to this wonderful person. Linda Ronstadt's mind never died with her. Wish her lots of faith in life. My heart is forever on this old friend. Dear